Welcome back. It is almost 8:45. The Major Brent Taylor Foundation is hosting one of many 9/11 memorials across the country.
Yeah, this event today is in Utah County, remembering 9/11 project. And we have Jennie Taylor joining us live now to talk about your organization and how it's really paying tribute to that fateful day. Jennie?
It really is. It's hard to believe that 24 years ago this morning, we all woke up to a beautiful blue sky day that changed in a matter of moments and then continued to change throughout that day. Not unlike yesterday for those of us here in Utah and around the country. And so there's a sober chill in the air as we reflect on what's going on in the world around us. But there's also a deep desire for our organization and those who are helping us to spread the message of community, of coming together, of appreciating the firefighters and law enforcement officials that keep us safe in our homes, and the opportunity we have as American citizens to pause and remember that price of freedom that's been paid by so many for so long, and also the responsibility that is on each of us, whether we're military, fire, police, or otherwise, to do our part in our communities, to be strong in that community setting.
Yeah, you mentioned this a little bit. It's been a really sobering time for us here in Utah. We have the two Tremonton officers who lost their lives, and of course, Charlie Kirk. And what can we do to maybe bring our minds and hearts together? I mean, and you've been through some really tough times yourself.
Yeah, I'll tell you this past month or so, the incidents that you've mentioned has hit very close to home. I have a husband who was killed in the line of duty. I have a husband who was targeted and assassinated because he stood up for what he believed. Now, the trick is that happened in a war zone and not in Utah Valley, Utah. And so the similarities might be there, but the depth and the gravity of what we're feeling is so overwhelming. In terms of what we can do, I think what we need to do is kind of twofold. We need to come together and we need to have conversations. And that is what I feel we've tried to do with the Major Brent Taylor Foundation for years now, is provide opportunities, create settings where people can come together, physically gather, be in that sense of community, and have conversations. Conversations about what has happened, what is happening, how do we feel, what can we do? Maybe your reaction will be different from mine, but together we can heal. And so as sober as that air is here in Utah County, I mean, we were here at our event yesterday afternoon with police officers and firefighters who had to leave the event with our field trip children because they had to go answer the call for their line of duty work up at Utah Valley University. And so while we're here, what we want to do is create a space where people can gather, where they can converse, where they can reflect. They can reflect on what happened 24 years ago, which also reflects on what's been happening for 249 years as American citizens, and what we hope happens going forward. How do we heal? How do we come together? We have an opportunity at this event to speak to a New Yorker. We have a New York firefighter, New York police officer, and New York subway worker who were in Manhattan on that fateful day, Tuesday, September 1st, 2001. We have an entire station where children, really young and old, can sit down and write a thank you card to police officers, firefighters, military members, express that gratitude. And then we have a parking lot that is full of those professionals and their vehicles that look fun and kids love, but the professionals who do keep us safe and free. Come talk to them, come heal with them. Let's decide together how to move forward, how to honor the tragedies that unfortunately happen every day in this country, in this world, but also the spirit that propels us forward. 9/11 was such a heavy, awful, somber day, but you and I both remember how we felt on 9/12. When we flew our flags, when we set aside our differences, when it wasn't political, it wasn't you or me, it was us. And there really is more that unites us as a nation and as a human race than divides us. Yeah. We just sometimes need to pause, come together and talk about those things. And honestly, that's exactly what we're doing from today through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're at the Spanish Fork Fairgrounds. It's free, it's open to the public, and it really is intended to be a place of community, conversation, and hope with healing.
And definitely learning. We know most of those kids at the rally yesterday weren't even born when 9/11 happened.
They just barely heard about it. So,
yeah.
So this is an educational experience.
Yeah, I'm a teacher and a mom at heart, so this is just a giant field trip. In fact, right now I'm kind of in a back office because there's probably 200 to 300 school children from the Nebo and Alpine school districts walking through this exhibit. It is somber and sober, but it's also exhilarating and inspiring. It's multimedia, it's immersive, it's interactive. There's a whole section dedicated to what life was like prior to 9/11, the 90s, the pop culture. You'll see the videos and photos that will take you right back to what was my childhood. You'll see volunteers, you'll see service opportunities, and I promise you will leave with a renewed sense of conviction that this country, though we continue to be flawed and fail over and over again, we also continue to rise. We continue to shine. We continue to be the phoenix rising from the dust and the ashes, and we have to be. So young and old, men and women, civilian and uniform, please come together with us, come join and unite with us as we try, again, to create a place of community and conversation that can lead to hope and healing that really is paramount to what the United States of America has always been about.
Right,
Yeah.
Jennie Taylor with the Major Brent Foundation, Major Brent Taylor Foundation, one of the many 9/11 projects that we can take part in right here in Utah. Thanks so much.
And those two words, hope and healing,
Yes.
and I guess this event couldn't come at a better time. People need this.
Yeah.
So
Thanks so
And
much,
we hope,
Jennie.
thank you. Thanks for talking with us this morning.
yeah.